Hello everyone, welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Jesse playing a very old game. If you remember from last time, I was struggling through this dungeon, pretty much just getting owned, dying by cobras and fireballs to the face. It wasn't too pleasant, but hopefully today will go better. Right away, can't get a moment of peace. These spiders. There's nothing more depressing than loading a file and seeing all your characters with half health and poisoned and all that jazz. It's really quite terrible. But, as I promised, I will press on no matter how poorly things go for me. I was playing Oblivion earlier, I was feeling nostalgic, and that game really is ridiculous in how much you end up just, you know, loading your file every 10 seconds in the middle of a long fight every time the enemy manages to inflict damage on you. So, okay, I thought that was the Spider Queen. Turns out it's just a regular old bright red huge spider. That spider, on the other hand, is the Queen Spider, which, if you recall, was one of my goals going into this place. I must kill her and retrieve her heart. And all things being said, that was pretty normal. I think she's actually just a regular huge spider that they gave a unique name, but serves my purposes. So I can go and turn that in for some cash and some experience. But first, I think I'm going to look around this place a little more. As if Zoltan can stay alive. Alright, well, that's good. Whoa, we've got Neon Rave Spider. Oh, and he's stuck in the wall. This looks like a good spot to rest. Yeah, see, that's the effects of poison for you. Alexis will not recover to her full health until I get rid of that. It turns out poison is bad for you. Keep that in mind, kids. Fun fact, the whole trick where you suck the venom out of a snake or spider bite actually does not work. It aggravates the wound and makes it worse, or so I have heard. So Wikipedia tells me, and like most people my age, I use Wikipedia as my primary source of information. I have a feeling that this is trapped. Ah, and Alexis successfully disarmed it. Within is a ton of stuff that I can't use. I love that. Very nice. He knows what's up. I always appreciate it when the characters in games have reactions that are the same as your reactions. There was a time I was playing Uncharted, and I blew up a ton of enemies with a rocket launcher. I got like a quadruple kill with a rocket launcher, and Nathan Drake goes, "Whoa!" And I thought that was really funny because that's basically what I thought as I watched their corpses go flying. Right? I don't know why I gave all this unidentified stuff to Serena. I like to organize the characters' inventories by the items that they can interact with. So my unidentified items go to my guy who can identify, so I can see that visually, what he doesn't know how to identify yet, and I know how high up to pump his skill. Alright, well that's enough shenanigans. I do believe that I have cleared this place now. I don't think I ever have to come back here. Wait, let's check this terrible map. Oh no, there actually is another passage down below. I can't wait until later on. The sorcerer gets some pretty awesome spells. Every class in this game has two promotions, which essentially boost their stats and I believe allow them to master some skills that they couldn't master before, or maybe that's a different Might and Magic. There's so many Might and Magic games, it's hard to keep them straight. And in order to do this, you actually have to complete a promotion quest for each promotion. The nice thing about that is, if your characters are 4 different classes, you need to complete 4 different promotion quests just to get them to all class up. Whereas with 4 sorcerers, completing the sorcerer promotion quest will promote all of them at the same time. That is later. For now, I kill cobras and bats and spiders. I have to say, though this game is pretty old, sometimes it really shines. Even in a game like this, the level design is pretty cool sometimes. The later levels, there's puzzles and teleporters that take you all over dungeons, and there's multiple levels and hidden passages, and there's some pretty cool stuff. This doesn't look suspicious. Nice. I'm displeased with you, Zoltan. Okay. Now. Yep. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. I never want to see another cobra as long as I live. Sure, I feel like I should be filling this silence with something, but I have a tendency to ramble on when it's really not necessary. So it's become one of my rules of thumb. If I don't really have anything interesting to say, I probably shouldn't be talking. Whenever people are around me, their eyes tend to glaze over. Alright. First dungeon successfully plumbed. I can return in glorious victory. Nice day-night transition there. Oh, well done. Another cool little feature of this game, every shop keeps hours, and those hours change depending on the shop. Wow. I'm disappointed by this. That's alright, though. I just need to find whoever it was wanted that spider heart. Earth magic expertise. Oh yes, I would like to become an expert in earth. Oh yes, I would like to become an expert in fire. The girls, unfortunately, will have to wait because I don't have any money. Hey! Absolutely excellent. Get out of the way, Lori the porter. And then I can sell my cobra eggs to this guy. It's a little fishy, but selling my cobra eggs to Jafar so he can make more staves out of them. Alright, let's get Alexis healed. Yay! It'd be awesome if that worked in real life. Oh, have you been bitten by a cobra? Just go to the temple. They'll work their healing magics on you. Alright. I guess I can move on now. I can seek my fortune elsewhere. Oh, which reminds me, there's another quest in this area. Right. Visit Town Hall. This makes me laugh. Town Hall keeps the shortest hours of any NPC-related dwelling, which I guess is a reflection of government jobs that hold their short hours. It's pretty funny to me. Alright, wall of text. Long story short, Goblinwatch has been filled with goblins. Go kill all the goblins and take back Goblinwatch. Oh, and another wall of text. Rescue Sherry from the Shadow Guild. Sounds excellent. Typical adventuring fare. Kill me some goblins. As soon as I can, I need to pick up some new spells for my peeps. These old ones just aren't cutting it anymore. Ooh, very nice. Elven bow. As you all know, the elves make the finest bows. Like they do in every single fantasy story since the beginning of time. Alright, you have some decent bows already. There you go. Enjoy it. Inventory management. Oh, hello. You can just sit here and enjoy the view. Beautiful HD view. I find this kind of funny. Oh, Urok, you so silly. Apparently my characters don't mind. Oh, we're here to purge Goblinwatch, but Urok can keep his little home. Alright. So this is an abandoned watchtower, essentially, intended to keep goblins out. So naturally, it was infested by goblins, and we need to kill them all. And rats. Goblins and rats. Once again, every single possible cliched RPG enemy. Alright? Already I'm finding these goblins so much easier. Okay. Time to examine all the little cubby holes. I'm not sure what the purpose of these is, but ah, well, that was worth it. this nice equipment that I can't use. It's alright though. I accepted this into my life when I chose to run a party of 4 sorcerers. Alright. Goblinwatch code. Here again, the sense of humor of the developers comes into play. Notice that this Goblinwatch code was written by the Drawcab monks. First of all, I don't know why these monks are helping out the goblins, but see if you can figure out the cryptic name Drawcab. And perhaps when I use this code to open the door later on in the dungeon, you will see the joke. It's a pretty nice, fancy architecture for a watchtower. Really went all out with the design. So this is the door that you must enter a code to pass further into the dungeon, but I'm not going to head that way yet. I'm going to check out these side rooms. Ooh, this is decidedly sinister. Again, it's supposed to be the people of New Sorpigal who built this place, so what does this say about them? The nice skull and bones decor. These creatures always used to creep me out as a kid. Brain suckers. These are blood suckers, and the most powerful kind are called soul suckers. They're pretty gross, if I do say so myself. They make a really gross noise, too. Luckily, not too much of a hassle. I saw that. You can't escape. A set of plate armor, which is pretty awesome, but I can't use it. Let's push this innocuous looking button. Well, I don't know what the purpose of these strange little... However, in here, and fight these goblins, which were apparently just sitting in a sealed chamber waiting for death. I worry every single time that I open one of those chests, because I just know one of these days it's going to blow up in my face and everyone will die. His facial expressions are great. I'm getting quite a bit of plunder. Rats. Notice that these rats are wearing spiked collars like that goth people would put on their pit bulls, or I guess on themselves. Implications of that are a little disturbing. I'm not sure who went around putting a collar on every single rat in Enroth. Alright, now, I could enter the code, if I so wished, or I could do the interesting thing and press M for maintenance. And because I've done this dungeon before, I know that that's a good idea. So we're teleported into the maintenance tunnels, and now we continue our slaughter down below. Remember, a dungeon is not correctly plumbed unless every single living creature inside it is dead. I'm surprised these goblins are comfortable sharing a cave with these blood, brain, and soul suckers. I'd be a little concerned if those things were flying around my head. They remind me of those giant worms from that terrible King Kong movie. You know, the most recent one? Where there's that scene like 15 minutes long in the valley where they all get killed by giant bugs and worms and various things. Probably no one remembers that. As well they shouldn't. It was not a very good movie. Oh. Apparently if you let your blood get sucked by a giant flying demon, you might catch something. It's probably bird flu. It's dropping like flies. Can't run from me. Alright. Nice. Ooh. I'm really lucking it out with all these bows. Bows are really the one kind of weapon that mages can actually use, so pretty nice. Of course, Zoltan doesn't know what it is. That's alright. I believe I see some goblins in the distance. You never learn. I like the idea that when you hurt enemies in this game, when they're at low health, they start to run away from you, like that guy. But it's always kind of funny to me how these enemies just keep coming. They're so persistent, even after you've murdered like hundreds of their kin. It's like, well, maybe I'll be the lucky one to finally kill them. I think that a lot when playing Diablo 3. You know, you're just slaughtering through all of these horrible demons that do terrible things, and you just wipe through them all, no problem. Like the ones higher up, like Asmodan, he's got to be sweating by the time you reach him, because he's basically watched you decimate his entire army single-handedly without breaking a sweat. I'm completely out of magic, so I should probably rest now. There we go. It's so uncomfortable seeing them with their weird disease faces. I always derive a certain satisfaction from fighting an enemy that uses the same abilities as you. It's like, huh, right back at you. So far, the adventuring life is not very glorious, I must say. I seem to spend a lot of my time in caves, killing various vermin, and catching various diseases. It's cool, though. By the end of the game, we fighting minotaurs and hydras and giant sea serpents by the dozen. Well, another set of plate armor. That's just dandy. And it's plate armor of defense. Well, it's good for some money, if not good for my actual characters. the glorious adventurer's life, we summon the 4 elements so that we can kill rats. Rats which are apparently got good taste in jewelry. I guess that's all the rings they've nibbled off of the fingers of passing noblemen who chill out in the maintenance tunnels of Goblinwatch. At least they don't drop gold. It's a good old RPG staple. Every single enemy drops gold. So satisfying. Every last rat will meet its end. Alright, looks good. I think I can get out of these tunnels and back into the actual Goblinwatch and accomplish the goal I was actually hired to complete. Tell anyone, but I think that room was copied directly from the Abandoned Temple of Baa. That diverging path. I'm pretty sure if I were to go back and check, they would be the exact same room, just with different textures. That's cool, though. In a game this big, it's gotta happen. Something tells me I should go and rest before I run in there. I can't take my usual cavalier attitude of, oh, I'll just load my file if I die. I promised, and I'm sticking to it. Every death will be respected. Even though it's already cost me several thousand gold to keep up with that. Roderick's dying. That's alright, he's diseased. He's on his way out anyway. I feel like something is nibbling at me. There you go. Sorry, friend. There can only be one. In the next Might and Magic game, you can actually choose the race of your characters at the beginning, and you can have goblins on your party, which is pretty cool. Not too many games that let you be a goblin. They have really cool voices, too. They sound like Worf from Star Trek. I'm sorry, I don't know Star Trek. A cloak of night. Getting a fair amount of shinies. Here we have a passage that leads back into the main chamber. And right now I could leave and go back to town and heal Roderick, but he'll be fine. Here I am back in the code room. I think I'm going to end the video here for today. So next time I will be delving farther into Goblinwatch. That will be wonderful. Spoiler alert, it's the same as normal rest of Goblinwatch. There's more goblins and more rats. So on that underwhelming note, I hope you all have a good night and you had a good week and you have a good week and all that fun stuff. Bye.